Hello Capricorns, welcome to your rest of the year reading. For all Capricorns, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and cross watching. It's from now, whenever you're watching it, and through the end of 2024. I'm recording this in November 25th, so it's the last week of November and then all of December that we're covering. I intentionally waited until Pluto moved into Aquarius to do these readings. I was going to do them way back in October, but the energy just wasn't right, so I just waited. I'm going to do a couple of overarching energies. I'm going to do a 7-card spread, let you know what those cards mean. I also read intuitively, and then we'll do a little sneak peek for 2025. Thank you for taking your time. I really appreciate it. You've got card number 32, Trust, as your overarching energy, one of your overarching energies. And this card is calling you to trust that things are moving and turning and happening the way they need to for you to get what you want, to be where you want to be, for all the things to come in for you. And the other overarching energy here is all that glitters. Interestingly, card number 16, and 16 and 16 are 32. So, that's a doubling energy. So this is interesting. The all that glitters, the 7 of Cups have come up in quite a few of these readings, and we'll see if it comes up in yours. But that reminds me of the all that glitters card, this card here, because it's like you have choices to make and everything isn't always as good as it seems. You really need to think and contemplate. So this is a card for you not to make a hasty decision. Trust your intuition. Trust that things are moving forward. Interestingly, that's a doubling energy there with 16 plus 16 is 32. And so something might be doubling for you over the rest of this year, Capricorns. So if you are subscribed, thank you. If you're not subscribed and you do like the video, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and, as I said, it's a 7-card spread. Each card has a meaning, but I'll also read intuitively. Beautiful. Card number 1. This is in your past position, and it is the Sun card. The Sun card is all good things. So how are you feeling, Capricorn? I'm feeling like with Pluto moving out of your sign, you might be feeling a little sense of relief. I could be wrong. But maybe Pluto being in your sign has gotten you on task, organized, and in a position where you're feeling really good. So the past position for this reading, for my intentions for this reading, is this past year. So I feel like according to this, you may have had a good year. You may have done some traveling, spent time with children, grew a garden, spent time in the sun, any of those things. It really enjoyed yourself, and maybe even you've gotten in touch with your inner child, done some inner child work. So the present energy, which is now through the end of the year, is the 5 of Wands. And that is kind of a conflict. It's a card of conflict. It's not a big conflict. It's kids fighting with sticks. But it can be self-inflicted, right? So it can be internal conflict. It can be ruminating thoughts. It can be you trying to accomplish something and not having an easy time doing it. It could be, maybe you're rethinking the past and wishing things were different. Or it could be argumentative energy with other people. Maybe you want to do something and someone else wants to do something else, and you guys are both getting stuck in. But I would say, if this is the present energy for the rest of the year, really, really go within and really, do that inner child work if you haven't, but really go within, trust that things are going to be okay. And with that, all that glitters, there may be an opportunity and, you're unsure about it, and that could be the conflict. So in your future, you've got the 7 of Swords. So this would be, the future is going to be, 2025. And it's about acting strategically. And you might really be trying to figure out what your next step is, Capricorns. You may have, had some incidences where now you're kind of in this, well, what do I do? Where do I go? 7 of Swords, for me as a reader, it's a strategic energy. Traditionally, it's lying, cheating, stealing. It is not a positive card generally. But when I look at this card and there's polka dots on his cloak, which represent fun, and there's all this yellow, which represent optimism, like the Sun card, I feel like he's stealing these swords so that someone can't use them against him. I feel like he's you know, there's even a carnival here, like a circus in the background. Like, you know what? He is having fun with this. He's going to be strategic. He's not going to allow people to lie, cheat, or steal from him. He's not going to allow, you know, if he takes the swords, nobody can use them against him, right? So that's how I feel about that Seven of Swords energy. This card represents you now. It's a very Capricorn card. It is the Eight of Pentacles. Hard work, focusing on what's next, and really focusing on making something perfect. He is trying to perfect making those pentacles. So it can also be higher learning. So you might be in school now. You might be considering taking a course or a class, learning something new, or getting a higher degree or something like that. You might just be really focused on your job right now. You're focused on your money, on your job, on your future. But that's just a highly focused energy. It's also a law of attraction card for me as a reader. So what you are focused on is what you're getting. So make sure you're focused on what you want. So, okay, here. See, now this is actually the card of Taurus, but for me, I always feel like it's a Capricorn because the King of Pentacles, I feel like Tauruses are also earth sign, and they can have an abundance of money, but I don't think that, in my opinion, they're as good with their money as Capricorns are. So I always feel like the King of Pentacles should relate to a Capricorn. And this is the energy around you. So it's you, you know, that's wealth, right? He's the wealthiest king, building wealth with all this, you know, if you are focused on your money, you might be really building your wealth by the end of this year. There may be contracts coming in, or new customers or clients, or a new job, you know, promotion, bonuses, anything like that. But really feeling steady, stable, and secure with the King of Pentacles. It's long-term success. So that's a great energy to have around you. The advice is the Five of Cups. And this is great advice anytime. But your advice for the rest of this year is to stop focusing on things that didn't work. Remember that Five of Wands energy here? I said it could be ruminating thoughts, or coulda, woulda, shoulda, or, you know, you're regretful about something. Well, you know, he's sitting here, he's crying over spilled cups. He's got 2 full cups behind him. He's got a bridge to a new castle, right? That's where the King of Pentacles lives. He doesn't live here looking at the things that didn't work or worrying about the past. What the King of Pentacles does is says, you know what, that's dead, done, and over with. I'm going to grab these 2 full cups and move on. And I also want to say, for someone, this might relate to a relationship, because these 2 cups remind me of the 2 of Cups, which is a soulmate energy. So if you are ruminating over a past relationship, you may need to let that go so you can make room for a new relationship. But the 5 of Cups, the advice, this is in the advice position in this spread, is to refocus on what's working. And I even said that with the Eight of Pentacles, right? Law of attraction. What's working, what's good, that's what you want to focus on. Oh, the outcome is the Devil card. So Capricorns, if you're not familiar with who this relates to in the tarot, it relates to you. So the Devil card can be, you know, addiction, self-sabotaging thoughts, codependent relationships, things that are unhealthy for you, things that you know aren't good for you, right? But when I see it in this particular spread as your outcome, I feel like this is you, since this is the card that represents Capricorns, this is you being your authentic self. You know, make sure that you're doing things that feel good to you. And choose the things that are best for you this over the next few weeks here until the end of the year, knowing that you could come out way on top here with that King of Pentacles, and that your hard work is going to pay off with the Eight of Pentacles. So it's just a matter of focusing on what's working and what's not working. And with that, all that glitters, I'm wondering if there was maybe an opportunity you thought was going to be wonderful and it wasn't, and now you're still thinking about it. Please let it go. It doesn't matter. Everything is moving in your favor. Remember, you got that trust card. So this is a second deck. It's the same deck of cards, but it's smaller. And I'm going to pull 3 cards to get just a sneak peek for 2025 Capricorns. See what's coming up for you. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, another law of attraction card. Another card of really contemplating where you are and where you're going to go. And you know, he he grew those pentacles from a seed, right? He grew a money tree. And here, you've got the King of Pentacles here, right? You have money all around you. A lot of success could be coming in here, but this is also a firm foundation for the future. It's growing things to leave a legacy. You might be thinking about your future, honestly, Capricorns, with that card. Eight of Swords. This has come up quite a bit. It's letting go of anything that's holding you back. You know, it's just like the Five of Cups. Release and let go. She's trapped, or she thinks she is, but she really isn't. Her feet are not bound. She can walk away. And it's about being trapped by your own thoughts. It's a self-inflicted entrapment. Like looking at the spilled cups, like arguing with yourself. So yeah, another message to let that go. Ooh, you got the same card twice. This is why I like to use a second deck, because we can see if there's a repeating message, which is always so important. More good stuff on the horizon, okay, for 2025. This is optimism, happiness, joy. This is the most optimistic, happiest card in the deck. It also is a Leo, so there may be a Leo involved, but this is about feeling happy and joyful, travel, kids, family, fun, you know, really enjoying yourself. And I'm looking at the bottom of the deck here. I didn't do this for anyone else, but I'm going to do it for you. It's the Ace of Cups. It's a new opportunity for love. It's a new opportunity to have whatever it is you want that feels good to your heart. It's your cup overflowing. So going into the new year with these cards is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, Capricorns. I'm wishing you all the best. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. And thank you for watching.